Nah.
You know you're a legend. You know how many? I've probably told this story to like 100 rappers
For
by
real.
now. Yes,
Every
because
time Shroom comes up,
because
know
you
my
were
boy.
you were like you were like on the cusp of the trend. Like you kind of were a trailblazer, really.
Yeah. Oh, people have
A,
been passing out.
a psychonaut. No, because the rage right now is the mushroom bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody's doing mushroom bars in the
Yeah.
studio. Everybody's like coming to the studio like tripping balls on mushrooms,
I hate
getting
that.
nothing done.
I hate that. I hate that.
And I always tell your story just to fuck with them a little bit and freak
Just
them
so
out,
they learn. Hell
and then they
yeah.
all get scared.
And they stop doing it.
Nah,
He said no.
Wait, mushroom bars like chocolate?
The chocolate
Chocolate
ones,
bars,
yeah.
yeah.
I took a couple of those, but it takes a lot, I guess, for you to really feel the impact. So I only
Trippy tips?
that's the ones they're called, the chocolate ones.
Well, no, these are like the ice cream cone, like chocolate covered tips. But
God
yeah,
damn.
it's like the
They were
astronaut ice, like the
extreme.
freeze dried ice,
the-
ice, yeah.
and they look like the
That's new to me.
they look like what are the cones that you get from like the ice cream truck that has a little chocolate in the bottom of the thing?
like the,
drumsticks.
Okay,
They
okay,
look like
like
drumsticks.
drumsticks.
But they're about
okay,
this big.
okay.
They're
It's a
about
waffle
this
But they're
big.
cone.
mushrooms?
Waffle
And
cone.
They're
called
mushrooms,
trippy
and
tips,
it's
yeah.
1 gram, but it's a special
Trippy
breed that
tips.
they've cultivated. So it's only 1 gram, but you trip balls for about 45
It's
so
so clean.
and then it's done.
Oh,
Wait.
you're out of it. You're just
Wait.
crash.
Yeah, it's like no,
Oh,
not even a crash.
not even a
though.
crash.
No, it's like a really good
Landing.
What? I don't have to work.
I don't
till
trust
3.
that.
No, it's
gonna-
good. Like this shit's
But,
really
like,
good.
I always grew up thinking psychedelics were like hard to get a hand, like your hands on, and I feel like it's still that way. So I feel like they're kind of like not synthetic, but they're manufactured for sure. No.
I guess it depends how you look, because psychedelics have always been the easiest thing for me to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah,
That's
you
true. Maybe I
know.
was just a square.
It's the vibe.
Like if you go to Burning Man, you're getting psychedelics.
You've been to Burning Man before?
No, I've never been to
I've
Burning
never
Man.
been to Burning Man either.
I have no desire for Burning Man.
Really?
No.
Why? Me neither. Me neither. But I don't like the sun.
Well, and it's just a bunch of fucking like Silicon Valley like corporate yuppies that want to be like Mad Max for the weekend.
I think it's a lot of. I think it's a lot of. I'm good on them. Remember, those are bad for you.
The full circle.
Yeah. Burning Man. My brother went to Burning Man. My brother did go to Burning Man.
I could see your brother going to
They
Burning
go to
Man.
Burning Man. Brother did go to Burning Man. But he likes that. He goes to Burning Man. What's the other one where you camp out? He goes to festivals that you camp out like for a week. I'm like, dude, I need my,
Tinny goes to those.
yeah. He
I can
does.
totally
yeah,
see
yeah.
Tenny doing
Yeah, yeah.
He just
yeah.
went to that Wakan one. Like it's somewhere far. I don't know.
any man that wears a tie-dye shirt would go to those
Well,
things.
yeah.
For sure.
Nah, Tenny for sure. And my brother, but my brother, he goes to the ones where like you sleep in a tent and you get a campground, but for like a week straight. I can't do that shit. I need my own time. I need to be able to shower or like I'm sure they got showers, but like, or do they?
I don't probably not. Man.
I don't
It's-
think so, dude.
It's probably some waterfall over a cave or some shit.
Right. No,
Very
that'd
magical.
be beautiful.
Yeah.
Airbnb, and I'll meet you there.
But yeah, but they don't have exactly. And I asked him that. I was like, they have like, does anybody pull a trailer up? It's like, hey, Airbnb this for the weekend. But he's like, nah.
I don't think you could do that. Yeah,
But you probably go out there in a
That's what
tent,
that
but you
sounds-
probably pay $200
Yeah.
bucks for the weekend,
right.
like just to be there.
Offer it.
I mean, that's good, but
Sponsored
we
by
make money.
Bud Light and Coca-Cola.
Sponsored by Bud Light and Coca-Cola. Sponsored by Zapp's Chips. Once again, this episode has. I'm kidding. No, it hasn't.
Topo Chico.
Is that
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico? God damn it! Do we have any Topo Chico in the fridge?
No,
no.
none. I didn't know that.
I'm gonna start repping Topo Chico.
No, I don't have a preference. I'm just saying, like, we could probably get y'all a Topo Chico sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I love
At the crib, at the
Start
house,
planting the seeds.
at the house. When I don't have, if I don't have anything, I know I for sure have Topo Chico in the outside fridge in the garage.
Oh,
100%.
can always rely on that.
Juice, we could definitely get you like a Sound Toys
Yeah.
plug sponsorship or some plug-in
What Sound
sponsorships
Toys?
and stuff.
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because they're totally like hitting up the YouTube markets right now,
Word.
and like they're really trying to get feelers out there. Like because there's a good cross pollination between your studio and this for sure.
Dude, thank you. Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
What's Sound Toys?
Sound Toys is an amazing plug-in company that have not updated or changed their plugins in like 25 fucking years, but we still fuck with them.
Bro, you see how much I'm struggling to roll this blunt? This is ridiculous. Now, look
And
at
that's
this
why
right
you roll joints.
I was about to say, you want to know what you don't struggle with? Joints.
Cocaine, you don't have to struggle rolling cocaine at
You
all.
know what? I
Yeah.
struggle with cocaine.
I mean, you could struggle. I just thought about like rolling cocaine.
I struggle with like
If it's
like,
a primo, it's contained.
like snorting cocaine to me
Right.
is like putting eye drops in, right? Because like you want to make sure you really get the eye drop in the eye. Really want to get so the same with the nose. Like I'm like, all right, let me make sure I don't drop anyone. I'm trying to do it. It's just like I don't know. I never feel like I
Have you
actually get in
ever
there.
like?
Bong rip when you're not
I've been okay. So I went to this party one time, in Fifth Ward. It's like 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Everybody's been doing a copious amount of cocaine.
Yeah.
Um,
I like that.
There's
word.
like 5 people in this one small room, and one person may or may not have been a member of Parliament, the band Parliament.
Oh shit.
And then everybody walked out, and then we kind of all walked back in conversation, and this guy was on all fours, snorting the carpet.
Because he dropped cocaine in there.
Maybe not.
Maybe searching for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Was he just bare nosing it?
But it was, yes. And it was at that point when I was like,
Straight dog.
I was like, you know what? I don't think this is for me. I don't think cocaine's my
But there's
drug.
an easier way to do that, you know? You grab a paper towel, you wet it a little bit, you let it dry for a little bit.
Shit.
There's a whole
You let it dry,
real thing for it.
and you press it on wherever it is lightly, and then just lift it up.
You made that up in your head.
No.
That
Bro,
is-
if he did, he should be a fucking coke addict. 'Cause that was amazing.
I've spilled coke on the carpet, and I had to do that.
If you watch unseen intervention episodes, his is tucked in there.
That's what this is. Do I have an ashtray here?
I'll
Are
get
we
you
at?
one.
Is this an intervention?
Yeah.
This inter-
for,
this whole
for
thing?
you.
This is great.
Well, I got this one. Here you go. There you go. That way you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Control Room. I'm Christopher Andrade. That's who I am
Andrade.
today. Andrade, CA the Don, however you want to address me. Juice Drew, how y'all feeling today? Y'all doing good?
I'm feeling good, man.
We have a special guest today. And when I say special, I mean like no offense to everybody that I've had on before, you know, but the most important person on the guest that we've had yet. Can we make some clapping for this? Can we give it up one time for Jason Barton? Yes, sir.
Woo!
Hey,
It's like short bus special. That's right. The most special.
wait, it's Barton, right?
Yes, sir.
I was like, on the way here, I was like, what's his last name? And then he reminded me. He did a good job.
Well, I thought your name was Ka the Don for like a year.
I thought it was called the Don. Yeah, I thought my parents were like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. It's actually CA the Don. So it's Chris and the Don.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were a group.
Well, I'm clinically unstable.
The
Oh, my
personality.
wife knows all about this.
Mhm.
Feel recognized and validated.
And we'll be right back.
So why now are you thinking of
Andrade.
Andrade and just simplifying?
I think the one name
Mm-hmm.
is just easier and catchier, more eye appealing. CA the Don. I'm like, I'm over the Don thing, you know.
Do you feel like that's an identity thing?
See, you know what's funny? No, I don't. Like, I still feel like in my identity, like me, I feel like I know myself. But with the artist name, I've always just never gave that thought. I don't,
Mm.
you know what I'm talking about? But I feel like I should have. Like, I feel like that's an important part of this shit, no?
It's different now because I think like pre-social media bands, like there was a logo and a band name, and like you didn't even really like know the people's real names
You just knew
like
the
that.
Band name,
And now like every artist is also a brand to themselves, especially independently,
Mhm.
and you have to be. And I don't think artists have the luxury of like having a separation anymore of like that brand and their persona and then trying to make it, because you got to be on like 24/7.
So you have to kind of sell yourself. 'Cause
Yes,
it's gonna be hard to
absolutely.
be like, because then you turn into like the Island Boys or
Yeah. And even then, so like then you go from an identity to like a caricature, like real quick.
yeah.
Like a switch up, like a turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
And it literally just depends on other people's opinion of you, whether you're a brand identity or a caricature.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I find it tricky for me, because like I've never attached my name to who I am. You know, I remember when I got it, it was years ago, and I never cared about the name. You know, so I don't know.
It's a big deal, I believe. I feel
I
like
think so.
Yeah, I think it's a big deal having your name stick to you.
Why do I smoke weed on the pod
And I,
when I can't hold that?
because
shit?
I feel like if you just go by Andrade, I feel like musically, there has to be stuff, and not that any of your songs would have never not been you,
Mhm.
but I feel like when you literally take like your namesake on
There
something,
has to be more.
there has to be this thing that's just 1,000% you.
You know, and actually, so subconsciously, I think that's why I
Mm.
wanted to change it, just because I kind of felt like I haven't put anything out in almost a year, and it's for that reason, because I just wasn't satisfied when I'm putting out. I'm like, all right, I you know that feeling when you're just like, I know I'm better than what I've put out and what I show people. I'm sure everybody has that, but that's what it was. I'm like, I just want to kind of just do the shit I've always wanted to do, and that feels right. And yeah,
Because I think what you're doing right now. Oh, thank you.
it's poorly rolled, but it smokes well. It's that weed is grown by. It's weed actually grown by my family friend in Oregon. They have a farm.
They did a great job.
It's outside of the what's the college? Oregon State. It's right outside of there. That was a lie. That was a lie.
That was a great lie.
That was a lie. Thank you. Good acting. We will be doing a lot of acting
It
and
was
lying.
very believable.
Thank you. 1 out of 10.
I could taste the Portland
Yeah,
in it.
you can taste the purple hair in it. It's a little,
The purple hair.
There's a little purple hair in it.
Yeah, just one
Yeah.
strain.
Right. What the fuck? Yeah, no, enough about me, dude. Fuck me, dude. You know?
Yeah.
And usually I start the episode by, hey, I started the show to bring people on that I admire a lot, so we can talk about myself and then give me compliments. But we started.
We
show,
just started with that.
Yeah,
I've seen all your
and-
episodes, so we just went into
fuck.
it.
Hey, that's not fair. Okay, salute. That's love. There should be a clap for that.
No,
Somebody clap that
just one more
ass.
thing about you. What you're doing right now, and not having a
Mhm.
distinction between Andrade, CA the Dawn,
Mhm.
the podcast, comedy, music, and just creating things.
Mhm.
And I know your stance on the goal is like you just like creating shit that didn't exist before.
Yeah.
And I think that's the goal of every artist.
for sure.
But the separation of those things has always been because of technology, and now we don't have that separation anymore.
Right.
So everything you do between the podcast, writing a song,
It's
whatever
under
it
the
is,
same
it's
umbrella.
all the same thing. Like it's literally
Right.
future artists will all just be. It's just content.
We'll be every content,
Yes,
everything,
sir.
and you see it already happening. So
Yes, sir.
I always feel like silly if I'm like the podcast is Chris and this is CA and this is Andrade. It's like who am I talking to? It falls under the same shit
Right.
made by the same people like every time. So
Mm.
Oprah, exactly.
Umbrella brand.
Nice.
When Oprah went from
Nobody wants to hear Oprah's music.
dude, maybe she has bars like
It's the concept.
like what's the actor's name?
Which one?
The one with the slick back hair, karate. He was a cop for a little bit.
He's talking about Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. You ever heard his reggae song?
No way.
my
Yeah,
God,
dude,
bro.
he was a singer.
Really?
Yo, Steven.
He's such a
nut.
piece of shit.
Yeah,
That's so
dude.
funny.
He's a nut.
Have you ever
dude.
watched his like cop show? Like
Yeah,
where he
that's what
like
they-
That was real. Apparently, he was a real
Yeah,
cop.
he was really a
Real
cop.
cop.
Yeah, yeah.
Real cop.
Yeah, what a
But-
loser.
But has no record of actually pulling
No,
anybody over.
So the only reason I don't fuck with him is because I seen like this. I think he's a jujitsu or it might be taekwondo.
No,
But
it's-
basically,
Some
like they
form of
run
art,
up
yeah.
on him,
Some
and this fool does nothing, and they just fall, and like everyone's applauding him, and
like
he's
this
like
movie.
he's looking very distinguished in this whole thing, and I'm just like,
it's a form of
shut
like
the f-
it's a form of like
He
just
has
getting
a-
your defender away. It's not even a real fight.
he's
Like real
literally like,
punches. Yeah, dude.
Well, his movies are like that too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
from
but he'll
like
hit
a
somebody and it's not real. You can
kung
tell
fu
completely.
person. That's-
He'll hit somebody like this and like a car will blow up.
yeah. Whereas like Jean-Claude Van Damme or somebody like that, like I believe that motherfucker can
Was-
kick somebody in the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, he was athletic. That's
Yeah.
the
That
thing.
other
Steven
dude,
Seagal.
Jaw White, Michael
Yeah.
Jaw White,
Yeah.
another beast.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a real beast.
Will
right there.
Ferrell.
Will Ferrell's a fucking beast. I just saw this footage of him DJing this frat party this
Dude,
week.
yeah.
That was great.
Oh shit, yeah. He likes taking his shirt off every movie, and I fuck with that.
I get him and Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers confused like consistently.
Yeah.
They look just alike?
Dude,
They
Yeah.
look
Wow.
just
Wow.
alike.
Dude, I'm gonna mentally pull a picture and then edit and put it right here so you guys see Chad Smith and dude, literally, because you know he's always like on his Chad Smith's always on TikTok, like at least my
Yeah.
page, like doing drum solo and shit. I'm like, dude, this is Will Smith. That's literally
from fucking Step Brothers.
No, he meant Will Smith.
no the other. Oh, I said Will Smith is crazy.
When he was like, you
No,
told me to
Chad
say-
Smith looks like Will Smith. Yeah,
Pop up Will Smith
Like Will
right in the
Ferrell.
corner for that one.
Ferrell.
It's Will Ferrell and then Jim Carrey looks like the Mavericks coach. What was that guy's name? Fuck, I forgot his name.
Do you guys know some crazy shit about Jim Carrey? Do you know about him being responsible for this woman's death?
Yes. Wait, that was Jim Carrey?
There's Jim Carrey.
Wait. Yes. No. Ashton
This news
Kutcher.
to me.
So apparently,
It's Ashton Kutcher. No.
Is it
no.
that one?
What? Him too. This is a thing.
This is a different one. It's
But
a
no,
pattern.
Jim Carrey had a girl. You remember when like he started growing his beard and like they get him
All
on the red
allegedly.
carpet? and
Allegedly.
he allegedly grew a beard, and they put him
No.
on this red carpet, and they, he'd be like, life, we're just protons and.
I
floating in
remember
the
that. I
metaphysical
remember
world."
that.
Well, while all that shit was going on, allegedly he had this girlfriend. She committed suicide, but she overdosed on some pills that were in a fake name that he had got from a doctor, from a scriptwriter.
Allegedly.
What were they?
He allegedly had gave her herpes and some other STDs, and was breaking up with her, and she killed herself with these
Allegedly.
pills that that he got from a fake doctor. And this is like this is before the Me Too movement and everything else. But if this would have happened like 2 years later, like he would have been like done.
Can we hold court real quick? That's fucked up.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Like, hey, Jim Carrey, that's fucked up. But legally, did he kill her legally? Like,
no, and I
so
think
he's a
that's
piece
why,
of shit. So he's a piece of shit
Yeah.
because you fuck somebody's brain up so bad. Should there be laws made for stuff like that? Or is that too hard to judge? It's too hard to judge shit like that.
It's a lot of gray area.
As fucked up as it is, it is.
Well, I mean, if she was like 13,
She was
it would,
13?
no, she
No,
wasn't.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying if she
yeah,
was,
well,
like
that's
it'd be easy.
Whoa, that was about to take a turn.
Well, yeah, that takes he broke legality there by
That was
age.
about to
That's
go
already.
turn
Yeah.
left.
No.
She was 13.
Allegedly.
Let's see how many ways we can get you demonetized in like one conversation.
I'm still waiting to get monetized.
Great
Hey, shout out to
part, I
you
try
two,
not
man.
to
Y'all ain't
think
doing
about
shit
it.
for us.
That's
That's
tough.
crazy.
It's like how
Shout out to
people
you
feel about
two.
Michael Jackson. You gotta separate the person from the art.
Right. Totally agree.
No, yeah,
R.
like the
Kelly.
person can be in jail
You know, that was my high
if they
school
need,
years.
but the person should be in jail if they deserve to be in jail. I'll still jam your shit, but I support you being in jail.
I don't know, man.
Tory Lanez.
Fans are
Let's not go there, man.
y'all want to go there?
Free Tory. No, I'm kidding. Nah,
No, because I
chill.
think we're completely opposite on Tory Lanez, probably.
I love his music. He is a small guy, and small people tend to behave a certain way.
I feel like you're throwing shots at me, bro.
I've
Oh
seen,
shit! Oh damn, you are. Oh, fuck.
It's
I've seen so much footage of Tory Lanez like trying to like have like Napoleon syndrome on people with Travis,
Yeah.
with other people, and I've heard anecdotally from other people that have been around his orbit that he's a very difficult person to work with and be around.
You know, I think it's funny. I think for some reason, this is a question I want to ask you later, like why you think this is. All great, most like great like minds, like a lot of them like are fucked up like people.
Yeah.
And it's so like, cause I don't like this. For his character, like to me, like I can sit down with somebody for 30 minutes and go down the discography of Tory Lanez songs that will make you be like, all right, like this motherfucker's talented, beyond talented, but he's a fucked up person in the head.
I mean, he's supremely talented. So like my opinion of him has nothing to do like his talent is supremely like he's probably one of the most talented artists out and about right now.
100%.
100%.
Well, he's
That-
not out
what was the-
or
what was
about.
the-
He's in
Yeah,
jail.
well, he's one of the most
Or
he's one of the most
sitting duck.
talented
Shout out
incarcerated women shooters that I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
yeah.
But what was that one album? A Night at the Prom?
Yeah, and that's late in his career. That's him doing that. I'm like, oh y'all barely catching
My
up.
problem with Tory, and this is the same problem I have with like artists like Logic and stuff like that too, is
Well, damn.
every time an artist comes out with an established sound or a brand defining sound, this artist will come out with that
Yes.
sound.
Yes, with their version of that sound.
So there's a
Completely
producer, there's a label, there's an A&R, there's someone's like, hey, give me
Mhm.
Kendrick right here. Give me Joey Badass on this. Give me
100%.
Travis right here. Give me Bryson Tiller on here.
So it helps out with the way the music, the mainstream is, which is all like fabricated into one sound. It
I feel like
Yeah.
no one's coming up with the new ideas, in my opinion.
And it's still, yes, exactly. And it's still a level of talent though, because to be able to do something like what song did Bryson Tiller put out?
don't.
And then what did Tory put out?
oh my God, I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know which one.
Say
he
It?
took over. Yeah.
Say It?
Okay.
I
Like
don't know.
don't say it.
But see, but Tory,
even
I
in
know
our
what you mean.
minds right now, these songs are confused amongst themselves.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Tory does that. Like, I don't know. I guess I
Rise
grew
away.
I grew up on Wayne, right? I grew up
Mhm.
on Wayne, and so like Wayne was always
Man, go
jumping on
crazy.
people's beats and destroying them. So
Exactly,
that, so
but it was Wayne jumping on someone's beat
as Wayne.
as Wayne. It was like you never like it was
Yeah.
never Wayne being like anything but Wayne.
Mhm.
And I think this is why like rap music in particular right now. I saw a post from Juicy J today. He's like rap sales are down 40% just in 1 year,
Damn.
which is crazy. And I mean I don't know
I know why.
how accurate that is.
Aladdin. Tory
Ladins,
Lanez.
damn Ladins. Oh, Latin music took over.
Latin music going crazy, but
Mhm.
African music
Yeah.
from Africa is going
Mhm.
fucking nuts. Afro beats right now is fucking crazy.
So
UK?
Latin and
UK
Afro beats.
beats?
Yep.
Drill.
Latin and Afro beats. Yep.
And the drill aspect's interesting because the drill beat in America, this is the first, and this is where you knew that rap was fixing to have a sea change because
I like that.
The drill beat is the first production from outside of this country that ever infiltrated the streets.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like no other production from anywhere in the
That's it.
world has ever like got to the streets.
yeah,
And so as soon as I heard Pop Smoke
Damn.
on UK drill beats
Damn.
and like Sleepy Hollow and those guys, I was like,
Going crazy.
oh, and it's cool that it came from that
Holy
part of
shit.
New York too.
yeah.
Bro, you know whose fault
Because
this
they
is?
really did that.
You know whose fault this is? It's Drake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drake.
Absolutely.
Listen,
The
Drake.
top.
Drake took hip hop. Drake took hip hop away from America because he was the greatest at this shit for years, and he was the greatest at this shit for years. He didn't care to go through a lane and get approval. All the
I mean, actually, as we're talking about though, there's another level to that. Actually, when we said no outside countries' influence has ever permeated American hip hop culture production wise before,
Mhm.
Drake actually did it first then too, because
Yeah.
Toronto,
Toronto,
like
out
all
of
the
the
stuff
country.
from Gadget and 40 and stuff. Like,
Yep.
But no, but to me that Toronto had their own sound, but it was also always like whatever's hot right now. I'm gonna do Toronto's
it sounded like American stuff.
Toronto's version of that. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that's what it was. He would do that.
It's so close together. That's why it was probably first. But the
Mhm.
UK thing is, I think, completely true. That took over the
Yeah.
streets.
But what's interesting, Drake didn't come out with a UK beat. He come out with Skepta. He come out with those guys, but he wasn't coming out with that
but
production.
he brought UK to the American spotlight. Like he made UK
Yeah.
cool here. He would fuck with the UK rappers for years
Yeah.
before the drill shit. And now people here look at UK rappers like, oh, y'all got the Drake cosign. Y'all cool.
Oh, my
Mhm.
So
gosh.
as soon as UK
Yeah.
drill hit, they're like, oh,
It was like really like if Pop Smoke would have not been killed, like we keep asking, like right now I'm like, what is where's the next
next time.
Kanye? Where's the next Drake? Where's the next J. Cole? Where's the next Kendrick? Where's the next Travis?
Yeah.
And I think Pop Smoke might have been one of those guys. Like he could have been one of those
Taken
guys. I think
earlier.
Juice WRLD could have been one of those guys.
Okay.
X could have been one of those guys.
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No shade. Pop Smoke was cool. I fuck with
Yeah.
Pop Smoke. Everybody loves Pop Smoke, but Juice WRLD and X for sure.
But this
Yeah.
is why when we're talking about hip hop in decline right now, literally like the legends didn't even get a chance to
They
get
keep
past an
dying.
album.
They keep
Yeah,
dying.
They keep dying.
They
or
keep
being-
dying.
or incarcerated.
And then what happened while all that was going on, then the industry started having the best producers and the best writers funnel these songs to these popular female artists. And you got female artists rapping about subject matter and content that no one cares about if they really do or not.
Yeah.
Listen to like some of Cardi B's bars and stuff like that. Like you would think that she's like she's like out there.
What should be talking about? I don't even. Well, I don't listen to Kirby.
But
to the privacy album.
but the thing is, the thing that's cool about that is she loses no authenticity from her fan base. Housewives love it,
She did have
and
that song
street
on
people
Offset.
still listen to it. And she can get insurance through Live Nation when they go on tour and everything.
Right.
And no one's getting shot over Lotto and Cardi B songs. So they took that whole gangster thing that had come up from the streets that we were doing really well,
And they're putting the money into women. And the women
put it
just-
into women, and now women are dominating.
I don't know. Women be shooting shit up too, though. You know, like
oh, Sexy Reds. I think.
Sexy Reds.
Yeah.
Yo, Sexy Reds is crazy. Hey, she said, "Shake that ass from Drake and shake
She
that
leaked
ass from
her.
me."
She leaked a sex tape on her IG live like day before yesterday.
Yeah, that was hard. And then yeah, I was on that quick. Checked it out real quick, and went by my day.
Is she accurate in her lyrical descriptions of her body?
Dude, it was like 18 seconds, like on a Samsung.
Oh damn! It's all
Yeah.
pixelated. It looked like Minecraft.
Yeah. But okay, we're gonna take our first break of the night because the cameras, for some reason, they shoot 30 minutes at a time. I don't know why. But before we take this break, where's that bag? Matter of fact, we'll do this when we come back. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Stay put. If you don't, sorry. Bye. We start
Oh my
that.
God, I gotta pee too.
I have a.
Old Testament God.
The New Testament guys.
Old Testament God was on some alpha male stuff, but Jesus is like the beta son.
I told you.
Well,
10
with
minutes
the New Testament.
Yeah, New Testament Jesus is like the beta son of the alpha male
What was-
Old Testament
What was
God.
different about Jesus in the new one?
I don't think there's a Jesus in the Old Testament, is there?
Which one do I read?
The one in the motel.
Because isn't the Old Testament like basically like God's son and the Jews for like hundreds of years?
Wait, what is this? Okay, large print. Oh, the Old and the New Testament. Damn.
Oh, he's
bitch.
in the middle.
I think in the New Testament
Gen
is.
Z
Oh,
stuff.
you're right. The old one is the Jewish. Is the what's it called? The
That's like God like fucking
Yeah.
smiting everybody.
yeah. God was ruthless.
I said
And
that
then
to
the
Mama
new one
Jen.
came and he was a little more chill.
Well, I think God wasn't chill, but Jesus came to be like chill for him.
to kind of do like God
to
retired.
absolve everybody and be like,
God-
"No, guys, we're cool."
God retired. He's like Jesus. You take
Yeah.
over, kind of like the business. So what do you think God's doing?
I mean, probably enjoying his time.
He's chilling.
Probably planning some stuff, you know.
What is Jesus doing?
Was it you that told me about Sophia?
Sophia, that's a scary name.
So apparently, like in maybe it's the Gnostic Gospels, or the Apocrypha, which are all the books taken out of the New Testament.
I've heard about. I didn't tell you about that. But I heard
Apparently, like Sophia is like the female embodiment of the Holy Spirit. So it's like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
and Sophia.
Sophia is the Holy Spirit, but she was a woman, and so Sophia she was a feminine spirit or some shit. So she was kind of taken out of the whole thing.
So it's the Father, the Spirit,
Sophia
and the Spirit.
and Jesus, yeah,
The Holy Trinity.
Sophia though.
Sophia.
Nah, it's
Damn,
too
God,
basic.
Think,
huh?
yeah, like think about Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, that's a name.
That's a name.
That's a name.
That is a strong name.
Yeah.
That is the King
Very-
of Kings kind of name.
God.
Yeah, God.
God.
Yeah, like
God.
And then you got
You just like
Sophie.
damn.
Sophie.
Who?
Sophia.
Sophia. Yeah.
That
Sophia.
bitch.
That
Yeah.
bitch.
Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I see why. they did it.
Sophia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it
I
like
see
you
Well,
why
here
they
comes
did it.
Sophia.
Straight, no cream, no sugar. Sophia, please.
Yeah.
They said it
Yeah.
just like that. They're like, oh, you're
What
Sophia.
the fuck?
Sophia.
Nah, bruh.
Let's stop all this world building shit. Sophia's here.
I don't think.
Oh, she's in the house. Fuck.
I think a woman made that up. I
Maybe
think
so.
I think J.K. Rowling made that up.
She did.
I
Oh
think
my
she probably
God.
I
did.
think she's behind this. This Sophia.
Sophia
character.
wouldn't have been trans at all, though.
No, she wouldn't. Oh, maybe.
No, J.K. Rowling is not having none of that shit.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Is J.K. Rowling religious?
Very.
And she made Harry Potter? Harry Potter? You sure I said that like an
Isn't
Irishman?
Harry Potter like a Christian allegory?
No, Harry's Jewish, bro.
Wait, what movie was it?
He's Jewish.
Harry's Jewish, oh God.
What was the one about the cabinet and they went through the cabinet to the? That's the Christian allegory one. Thank
Oh,
you,
that was a
Drew.
good one.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That was a good
The
one.
That was a
first
good
one was
movie.
fire.
The first one was fire.
Yo,
There's more?
there was like
I hate when they do that.
3. Yeah, it was
That should be
terrible.
talked about. Like, and it was hard for like executives to not want to make sequels and make more money. But like
Oh, they did that shit just
sometimes
to
the
run some-
legacy of a
yeah.
movie should just end after the first one and just leave it there. Like
I
so
love
many,
when they do
so
that.
many movies are
Love
ruined by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Imagine if they would have done like Reservoir Dogs 2.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Full
Like,
Metal Jacket. too.
why? Yeah, you got to ask at the end of the movie why.
Any movie where the lead character commits suicide, part 2.
Or like Flight 91.
Oh yeah.
How they imagine they made a sequel to that.
Did you
What
ever-
about Final Destination? What if they sequeled that one?
Oh, they did. What about Fast and Furious? Where did they made?
Yeah. What if they made more than one of
But it's
those?
cra- But Fast and Furious 2, no, Fast and Furious, 5. It's crazy. 5 was the hardest one, with Don Omar and
I've never seen a single Fast and Furious movie. to be
Dude,
honest
yeah, you
with
have.
I really
yeah, you
haven't.
have. You never been on a plane?
No, I mean I've been on planes, but
You've seen a Fast and Furious?
no, I
movie?
have to sit in the section where like there's not even a movie option.
Oh fuck!
I sit with like chickens and goats.
They don't have that. Chickens and goats fly.
They seek him out.
They seek him out.
Hey, how do they? Is it legal? Do they move animals from countries to country, like goats? Do they ever? Yeah. How do they do that? Boat,
Planes?
Yeah, they have to go through
They
customs for
dehydrate
sure.
them. They put them in a capsule, and then they add water, let them soak for 30 minutes, and they return to the original size.
Like the little.
Like the little things we brought.
I don't know how we got that on that. Oh, we were talking about God. Yeah, praise God, baby.
Praise God.
Praise God. I
Alright.
tell you what. We're gonna get to this next segment. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna give you 2 albums. You're gonna tell me which one you like better, and we're gonna keep moving. First one on the list, we're gonna keep it nice and easy. Brand new to our ears. Utopia or For All the Dogs.
Utopia.
Utopia. College Dropout or Take Care.
Ooh. Take care.
Yeah, it's a good album. Get Rich or Die Trying. Or the Carter 3.
Carter 3.
Ooh,
All
that's
day.
perfect. Yeah, you have to. That's an easy one.
It's debatable.
Mm.
But
Astroworld. My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Damn.
That's crazy. Ooh, if this was Drink Champs, you'd be taking a shot.
Damn. Yeah, I would
low-key.
definitely be taking a shot.
Damn.
But you know what?
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go for home field advantage. I'm gonna have to give it to fucking Astroworld because it's Travis and it's
Salute.
also
That's
Don.
love. Salute.
So,
Salute. That's love. That's
get
love.
it.
Oh yeah. That's the first album Don came
They
out
get
on.
it.
Oh,
Anybody could
shit.
do my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I don't know about anybody.
Anybody could do that, bro.
I'll tell you one person. Bon Iver. He could do it.
He practically did that.
Yeah.
Like if you took Bon Iver,
Yeah.
Kid Cudi,
No. It was really Bon Iver.
and Mike Dean,
Bon Iver and Mike Dean really made the album. That's
they
what it
could
was.
probably
Yeah.
they could probably.
If there's
do
one
that
person that
album.
can do that album, it's Bon Iver.
No, I'm just that album though was just all jokes aside though. That album also like is just
to
a
me,
work
it's just
of
number
art.
one just in
That,
general. Like, it's,
you know,
yeah, it's,
All things like Kanye is funny right now, going through some shit. But
yeah.
that being said, no artist in rap music has ever pushed the envelope as far in an artistic direction as
Successfully.
Kanye is.
Definitely
Yeah,
giving him
successfully,
flowers.
Successfully,
Flowers for
100%,
sure.
On that
100%.
level.
Yeah. Because that album was different. I think he was I don't think Kanye can do no wrong when it comes to music. I like all his shit.
It's Tease and I just wrapped up an album right now, and he's got a strong 808s and Heartbreaks influence
Oh, I love that.
on this record.
That's my
Like
favorite
he's been
Yeah.
just listening to that record and just drawing like inspiration from it. And
Oh, that's so beautiful. Because it's like what's it called? It's like method acting, but for
Yes,
music. But
yes.
for music, it's like that's the phase you're in life right now.
yes,
Yeah, that's hard.
and he's just like in love with it. And it
Tease
came out
him?
way before his time.
Hard. That's gonna be
But
hard.
to
That's
hear
gonna be
his influence through someone like Tisa now is going to be just
hard.
amazing.
And you kind of get to hear where he was in life when he first heard the album.
yes,
Because this is the reason it inspires him now. Is like when he heard it when it first came out, probably in the time of his life, it's like really significant. You know?
well, and I think too, like in rap music, Kanye was the first artist that had like this aesthetic too that would change with an album.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
when you saw 50 Cent, like you got it, and you always knew what 50 Cent was going to look like.
Hip hop. Everybody gave you
When
hip
you saw
hop.
NWA, you saw NWA.
Everybody gave you hip hop. Kanye gave you Paris.
yeah. I mean, and
Paris.
really, he just started off at like shopping malls and then moved it
Yeah.
to like Paris. Like we saw his evolution in real time too, and it was always just something that no one else is doing and no one else is
Yeah.
on.
Being creative.
Yeah.
Being creative. Speaking of creative, I have a surprise.
Oh, man.
Yo, if you can make yourself to the room, bro, please. Just come in the room.
Hey,
Teddy, yo. What's the word, baby? What's the word? I'd stand up, but I'm lazy. I love you. Good, you looking good. Welcome.
Hello.
We have Tenny in the room. God damn it. You guys know each other too, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Dude, what's going on, man? Damn, what's going on?
Tenny,
you
is a
know.
legend.
Where you coming from?
I'm actually coming from class.
That's beautiful. How was that?
It was good. It was good. We built what's up, Doc? My veggie. What's good?
You built a what?
We built a spaghetti marshmallow configurine. We had to see who can build the tallest one.
Who did you build the tallest one?
I did.
For real?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What the
Yeah.
fuck? Did good job. What
yeah,
the
me,
fuck?
me and like 3 other people. It was cool. It
Okay.
was cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it do you sit in like the front row? Where do you sit?
I sit in the second row. Second
Okay.
row. But I mean, I'm
Like
trying
a
to
little close,
learn.
a little close to the wall, like the middle, or like the aisle, like
Second to the middle.
second to the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a safe
We,
spot.
me and the professor make eye contact.
That's
you
a
know?
safe spot.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
a safe spot.
That's a flex spot.
That's a safe
Yeah,
spot.
yeah, you know, I listen to him. I make eye contact. I smile when he looks at me. I'm like, yeah, we're
That's
good.
the safest spot.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. For
You don't use the
sure.
bathroom much though.
Nope,
Yeah.
not at all.
Can't do that.
Gotta hold it.
Just wanted to surprise you, man.
I
I'm
know.
surprised.
Popped in like,
That was a
hey,
fu-
hello.
know.
I thought it was the gift you said you had that you got me that you said was coming in like 3 months ago. It never came in.
That never came
Temu-
in.
You ordered it on
Temu
Temu.
hasn't
Temu.
shipped.
That's that Temu.
Temu is a
I'm
no-go.
telling, bro, you need to stop falling for that Temu,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
They're gonna send you like a finger or something next time. Like it's gonna be.
No,
something
they're not even
crazy.
gonna give me my order. They're just gonna
That's
ship it somewhere
That's
else.
best. Like that. That's the best situation. All right.
See you, brother.
I feel like slave labor definitely has a hold in Temu, like in the Temu. world.
100%. Oh, you can order iPhones on Temu for $20. You can win
Yeah.
an iPhone for nothing apparently, and like you put your address in, and they'll send you those.
You
ship
like
it.
click on the login screen, it just says "Help me, please,"
Child labor is wrong. They need to stop that because this is an adult.
because
this is a
they
job for
fucking
adults.
because those
They
kids suck and
They
they're not
suck.
doing the shit right.
And the charging. How many times like it doesn't charge? This is me.
Well, you can't run things on it while it's charging.
No, like I'll put it on my car and it's just not charging.
No.
Car.
That's-
It
It's
might
just
be
me.
you might need to get a
You
new
know that
cord.
English
Maybe
don't
kids made
browse
your
their
car, too.
pictures.
Like all my
Kids
phones,
made your car too.
all my phones get like this. I always
Here's
get
the
new phone
one.
because of the same shit. I'm
Drains
tired of
the
this
battery
shit.
faster.
I'm tired of capitalism, and I'm tired of sexualism.
Yeah.
What if
I'm tired of alcoholism. I'm tired of
What else?
mannerisms.
Oh,
Ooh, I'm tired of plagiarism.
botulism. I'm tired of botulism.
I'm tired of botulism. What is that?
It's like if you leave a can open
Ah.
and then eat out of that can like a day later, you can get botulism.
Yeah, I'm tired of that.
Oh, it's like
It's like a- yeah.
like
The
deadly.
kids leaving
Yeah,
the
it
cans
was deadly?
open
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
kitchen
yeah.
or what? What's going on?
What gives it? What, worms?
Well, actually, they use the botulism too. Like that's what they make Botox out of.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's
So it's all
So,
shit can
if
kill
so they
you
give you
and it'll kill-
parasites to
Okay, I
make your
wanna save
fucking
some
lips
money.
It's not like
bigger?
a parasite. It's like
Gotta
a bacterial
close it up.
infection.
Lord.
What the fuck going on out here?
Watch
Okay,
this,
let's finish this album. Wait, I had four more. I have four more. Very curious. The way you're wearing your beanie right now is hilarious. It's like a dictator hat.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
You know,
Sasha Baron
Juice,
Cohen.
Juice used to
Very, very
break dance. He was a b-boy.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Mhm.
Look the way he's holding his arms.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a
he's
pose.
posted.
Yeah.
He's posted.
It's so I'm so dead ass too. It's beautiful.
I was really good.
It's beautiful. Okay.
CA was not good at breakdancing.
No, he was
apparently.
not.
Hell
No,
no.
It's
I
insane right
used to
there.
try to do the jerk and pin drop. I did a YouTube
You
video.
look like a jerker.
I made one. It sucked. People laughed at me. Okay, and the last one, last but not least. Mm. Mm.
He's thinking.
Mm. I was gonna say Blueprint versus Illmatic. Let's do Blueprint versus Illmatic.
Illmatic,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, you're a Nas fan.
Well, okay, so I was always a Nas fan, but I never listened to a Jay-Z album until like the 444 album came out.
Huh?
Yeah, for real.
Damn.
But
Why so long?
I don't
Damn.
know. Just Jay-Z just never he never said anything that
didn't-
did it for me. And then also like knowing like Pimp C's attitude about working with them and collaborating with them, I thought that was the coolest Texas shit ever to be like, nah, fuck it. Like, we don't fuck with these New York guys, but we're only gonna give them 4 bars. Of course, like I'm older and past all that
He said that?
clickism now, but yeah. That's why there's such a short part on that track.
Wow.
He didn't want to be on it. He didn't give a fuck. And Bun was
Oh.
like, nah, like we're gonna do this because this is gonna
Yeah,
be
it's gonna go
huge.
crazy.
And
I
it
didn't know
was.
that. Damn.
But when the 444 album came out, my daughter asked me to get that for her, and she had never asked me to get her a record before. So that was just like this, like
That was 2016,
Yeah.
I don't know.
2015,
And that- and
It was the
2016.
same with that Frank Ocean.
So like
Oh, the blonde.
so I started listening to it with
Yeah.
her, and that album, the 444 album, is also like one of the best diss records of all time because Kanye had wilded out on Jay-Z, like he was touring,
Uh-huh.
and that's when he was like, don't send the shooters after me, Jay, and
Yeah,
all this
yeah,
other
yeah.
shit.
Oh, he did talk
And
about that.
so the original premise of the 444 album was supposed to be Kanye and Jay-Z doing this whole album together. Kanye was going to handle all the production, Jay-Z all the rapping. Kanye started
Beautiful.
turning up. So what Jay-Z did is he got No ID to produce the whole album. And when everybody says they like those first 3 Kanye albums, the reason why Kanye don't fuck with that shit, in my opinion, is because that's Kanye's version of No ID's production for 3 albums. The sped up Nina Simone sample, those kind of
You
beats,
talking
a
about
lot of the
you talking about
breaks.
College Dropout.
It's No ID was his mentor, and
Right,
he's and those albums sound like No ID. Not
damn.
it's what Kanye got
Damn.
known for because he's a bigger artist.
Mm-hmm.
But that was No ID's production style for 3 albums. I mean, of course, Kanye embellished it as it went on, and by the 3rd album, he had John Bryan scoring symphonies and shit in there too.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why Kanye took that rapid departure from those first 3 albums into 808s and Heartbreaks was that was Kanye coming into his own as an artist.
Facts.
Not a
That's when he.
producer.
That's when he stopped doing
Right.
the No ID.
And so
And
if you
turn
go
to
back and
Kanye.
listen to that 444 album, and you especially like Story of OJ and stuff like that, you hear the Chipmunk Nina Simone sample. You hear the same breaks that they were using back in the
So it's
days
No
over
ID.
there. And that's like literally like the best.
What's No ID? Can you pull up? I'm sorry. Can you pull a picture of No ID? What does No ID look like? I want to put a face to this guy.
Your daughter wanted a CD or a vinyl?
She wanted a vinyl.
You got it a CD though.
But she got
You got CD right now.
No ID. That's not how you spell No ID. Well, that is how you spell No ID.
It's
Zoom
just
in.
no ID.
Zoom in.
It's just like a question mark.
No.
That's hard.
Yeah.
But
that's not Beetlejuice.
The Chipmunk Soul sample was a No ID trademark, and that was always No ID stamp.
Okay.
And that's what
No,
Kanye
I hear
blew
it.
up
Yeah.
on.
Thinking about it, yeah, I hear it. But once he hit the 808s, and because my Dark Twisted Fantasy after 808s, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 808s was really, oh, okay, Kanye, like, okay. And then my Dark Twisted Fantasy, oh, okay, you got it. Yeah,
Like, he just-
yeah, you got it. And
He went off on the thing, and it's interesting because in some songs, like what song is it? I think it's Bound 2.
Yeah.
There's a snippet in Bound 2 where the song cuts to this children's choir, and it's like, oh, he'll give you what you need, but it may not be what you want. And then he cuts it back again and goes back into the rest of the song. And so he kind of breaks his whole character. He breaks the fourth wall in that song and goes back to something that he would have done on one of those first 3 albums for a couple bars, and then switches back again. So Kanye's obviously
Fucking
still
good.
very conscious of this
which makes it harder.
shift in
Because
decision.
he's like doing it by decision, like for the art of it. You're not doing it because he
Exactly.
don't have his own personality. Like,
But in that context, when you listen to the 444 album, there's no Kumbaya. There's a bunch of these little lines in there, and with the production choices in there,
what's
I think
Kumbaya?
that's a line that Jay-Z says in there.
He says no Kumbaya.
Yeah. So
What-
I think like the whole record was this artful diss record back to Kanye without ever talking about having to do it. But I'm sure Kanye knows what it is.
I don't know, because like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it seems like, I mean, you kind of select who you want to work with. When people hit you up to work, like, I mean, you have the right to say no or whatever. Like you work with people
Mm-hmm.
that you want to work with, and see, you work with a lot of people, and like I met people, and you already worked with them, stuff like that. It's just like me and Cringe were talking about this. Like, do you know how like impactful you are to like the Houston music community? Like, you like
Not really, man. I just feel lucky to get to work with a lot of people. Like, there's just a lot of people.
you feel like you're getting to work with
like
people.
we haven't.
You know, that's how we all feel.
We
right?
don't have that
Yeah.
industry.
It's a mutual feeling for sure.
Yeah, you know that's how we
Yeah.
all feel.
I'm not sure because
Yeah.
I'm autistic, so I don't know how other people feel ever.
Right.
Like I don't know.
Well, that's why I want to let you know that that's how we feel. Like,
But I appreciate that because that's how I feel working with y'all. When
and I love that because we all, like, me and Chris were talking about that, and like all the artists, like you mentioned, all the people that came on here, you've worked with them, you know them, and we all like say the same shit.
and I'm sure Juice can like attest to this too. Like Tenny's come in and did some songs that we've done together, and those moments in the studio, they're like no one else has ever done that song. Like no one else has done anything like that. You've come in
with it.
and bringing like Diamond Medford in and like get into
Yeah.
experience like the way that you guys work on a track together, and then your brother's production. You know what I mean? Like there's all these little
Shout out to Jeff.
components and stuff in there that I always feel like enormously grateful to like get to be on the ground floor of.
Thank you, bro. But thank
This
you.
episode
thank
is
you.
about you.
Yeah, but thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thank you,
that.
but for
I
real,
love
let's
that.
turn it right back
5
to you.
minutes, 5 minutes
Yeah.
on that. Okay, before we count that, cut me in like 3 minutes. No, but thank you. I appreciate that, and you always express that. That's why I'm saying that's also another reason why you're so important to so many people, because like,
You show the love.
yeah, and like you
The
care about
knowledge.
it when we're working on the
Wisdom,
music.
man.
Like, you really care about it when we're working on it, and then like you just like, I know, at least for me, speaking personally, like, you've given me like a fire under my ass sometimes, you know.
Oh,
Like,
good. I
and
appreciate
we,
that.
I think we all feel that way. You know what I'm talking about?
Apparently Cringe too. Like,
Yo, man.
his whole name. I didn't.
Yeah.
you didn't- you really didn't know that?
I don't know. I didn't know.
So
that.
you found out on watching that
On the podcast.
What the fuck?
And then after I saw it, I was like, I think he talked about this before, but I didn't retain
When
it
we were
like
smoking.
that. Yeah.
Dude, I thought it was a
So-
beautiful. I thought that was a beautiful story. That was a long time ago. Then
It had to be a while back. But
how long have you been? How long like have you been engineering?
I was a super late bloomer professionally engineering. I started making songs and records and stuff probably like in 6th grade. I had a thing called a 4-track recorder, which was like a little tape cassette, and it would split the tape up into 4 bands so you could record 4 things on top of each other. And then if you needed more tape, you would bounce those 4 things down into like 2 things, and then you'd have 2 more
Oh,
things.
so you worked on that.
And so like, yeah, I started on tape and stuff like that.
Using that, like, so that's like what 90s.
Yeah, that's in the 90s. And then I kept trying to have bands, but at this point, like, you couldn't just get beats offline
Right.
and stuff like that. You couldn't just find loops all over the fucking place. You had to have a band. And so like I try to start bands, but in my autistic brain, I couldn't realize why everybody else, I couldn't get 5 people to like spend 12 hours a day doing nothing but practicing music every day.
Right.
You know, everybody'd start doing it, but like after a week,
while,
everyone's like, hey man, I like got a job or I got a girlfriend, you know what I mean? Just regular life. And it didn't register with me. So then I started doing production. But then I didn't like the way my production was being mixed. So then I started mixing. And then I just kind of went off into mixing because now I can't keep up with like this generation of producers.
Oh, that's hard. So you got to mixing because you didn't like how some of the people were mixing your beats.
Yeah. And from an engineering point of view, back in Houston back then too, like if I went to a studio with a band, it would be this one vibe because everybody was speaking like the music language. Like, oh, what kind of guitar is that? What chords is it? Oh, that pedal, I got that pedal. So there was this, even though the studio owners and the studio personnel were like a generation above us as a band, there was this common language. When I went to the studios with rappers that I was doing production for, it was a totally different vibe.
Right. Coming beats.
Like it was just like
because you're used to engineering as a producer.
Yes.
Like you engineer as a producer.
And so it wasn't like, but with the rappers, it was like, that ain't music, or it was standoffish, or they're gonna rob me. It was this really weird, like some of it was racism and some of it was just like one generation not understanding the new generation's music kind of thing.
Right.
But it was always such a weird vibe. So then I was like, man, if I just specialize in rap music, like I feel like there's a use in this.
Facts. Especially when you bring your producer side of it, because like I said, you engineer as a producer. Like that's how I view it. And that's explaining how you started. It makes sense. You started engineering because you wanted your beats to sound a certain way, and now that's how you engineer. And I've seen that when I work with you, like you fuck with the song. You know what I'm talking about? So I think bringing that into rap makes sense. Why you
it did back then. It doesn't even now though, because artists now are so ahead. Like, artists now, like,
technical wise,
I mean, kids right now, like 14 to like 24, are just fucking
know how to work 3 softwares,
and they're just amazing. Like, they're just amazing.
They just know how to work.
Like, the biggest shame to me right now is people are more talented musically than they've ever been, and we got more avenues to get that music out there, but they're still just like,
but there's no
way to get it all out where people can find it.
Yeah, I think fuck. They're quick to make like a fucking food chain or pyramid out of it. Like, you know, so many people want it. So then I think it's a mirage. Good. It's all a mirage. It makes it seem like there's a
got to be creative
pinnacle. It makes it, there's not a
to do a song like you did, like on Too High. To do a song like that, to do a song like that in the 80s, 90s, at any other time in history would almost at that level. Would be impossible.
Would have been groundbreaking. I think about that every single day. Isn't
like it would be going up against like
top competitor songs,
Prince and shit.
When people ask if you had a time machine, what would you do? I would go back to like the 50s, and I would drop some shit I dropped like this year, and just be tour around the world and be the richest.
Yeah.
Like I tell them like. You know, like what the fuck? Imagine like dropping anything.
Can you imagine like a quarter pounder from, or can you imagine like a quarter pounder dropping in like the 1500s? Bro, people would have been like, "Oh my god, like what is this?
You drop a quarter pounder on me right now. I tell you what, I'm going crazy.
You know what I mean? But you see McDonald's everywhere. It's such a commodified thing, and it's out there all over the place. And like quarter pounders are pretty damn good, but we just but it's just a quarter pounder.
And
that's kind of where music is at.
That's not how I feel about McDonald's. Every time I drive, McDonald's feels real naughty to me. I drive by McDonald's, I look at it, right? But I don't look at it. I like the side of my eye, because if I look at it, I'm gonna want to go there.
Yeah,
and it's bad. So McDonald's is like naughty to me when I feel.
But that line not be naughty though. You know what I mean? That line be long as fuck.
There's never a line at McDonald's, bro. Watch out.
What?
Yo, you're tripping.
Where do you go?
There's so many McDonald's.
When I drive off of one, bro, and I see it's right there, bro, in this long line, I'm not going.
This long line?
Yeah. What I order? Something small too. It ain't even crazy.
What's your max
What?
line?
Wait, I hate that answer.
My max one?
What's the line? What's the number of cars that you consider too long?
It's 2 lanes, 2 full. That's what, you know what I mean? They're both full, bro.
What's the number of cars?
Yeah.
For me, if there's 2 cars in front of me, it's 2.
No, it's got to be like, I don't know, a good 12, 10.
Man, if I see 2 cars, I'm not going.
Yeah, 12 or 10, dude. I didn't even turn in there. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, bro. They'd be long. In the street. Type shit though.
That's crazy.
Right off the freeway.
Jason, I just want to ask why your name is iDreaminstereo, right? I dream in Chinese.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cantonese or Mandarin? Because Chinese is really like two different.
Taiwanese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I speak of that.
That's a hot take right there.
Is it?
Because they're trying to. I think aren't they trying to take over Taiwan right now, or
Are they?
saying that it's part of China? Like it really is some
why
shit
would they
right
do
now.
that? The fuck?
That is
That's
happening.
not cool. They be wilding with the food though.
Today's
bro.
episode sponsored by the CCP.
No. Today's episode. Now to our main topic. We're gonna talk about the war going on. I'm kidding, dude. I cannot. I as soon as I saw there was a war going on, I deleted the Twitter app on my phone. I was like, I'm not reading this. I'm not about to watch the first person videos on people's phones and this shit. No. I'm sitting here. I'm gonna ask you. Your name is iDreaminstereo.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it was the name of the band that I couldn't get everybody to practice it
So
enough.
you made it.
So I just kept
So
it.
you took the R out.
Yeah. I kept it as a producer name.
You added the R. You
And
made
then-
it a brand. Come on,
Yeah.
let's talk that shit. Talk that shit.
So-
shit. Come on. Ooh, that's a bar, bro. If you ever make a song, bro, where you're spitting, please use that.
Oh, I got it.
Come on. I
You
used
gotta
to
check
be a
out-
band.
I
I made
gotta-
it a brand. Come
No, you gotta check out my auto-tune song. Like that's the one. That was the first meme
on. For real?
song that went crazy.
Well, you have one out?
Yeah. It's just a clip. It's just like a little 30-second
It's on
internet
YouTube?
clip. That shit, yeah. It's
Can
like
I
some
pull it
Shallow
right now?
Dynasty love.
Shallow Dynasty. Is that a video game? What was that video game with the samurais? Dynasty Warriors, right?
Dynasty Warriors, yeah.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
That was a good game on PSP.
Where you find it on the?
I'm looking.
While we bring that up,
Yeah.
while we bring that up, I wanted to show you a video I saw. Are you on TikTok? You watch TikTok?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got the bug? I got
Absolutely.
the bug too. The TikTok bug.
I really like. I'm very interested in everyone's dissociative identity disorders on TikTok.
Wow, this is your identity disorder. What does that mean?
It's a big TikTok thing. That's like this American phenomenon of a bunch of like upper middle class, mostly white children having different alters inside their bodies. Basically, different personas, characters, and people inside their bodies.
To adapt to
And
whoever
some
they
of them
are.
are people, and some of them are like fucking plushies. Some of them are like rocks, but they're all in there, and they all come out and express themselves at certain times.
Okay, is it kind of like code switching?
And that
people
they-
code switch a lot.
Well, it's like code switching, but like from on your own personality point of view. Like you're by yourself, and then you get stressed out, and then you become like a zebra.
And you think that's TikTok?
TikTok is
Because
like
they see
this
so
is
many
the
different
big
personalities.
platform.
They see so many different personalities every day.
Well,
so
TikTok is the platform that this disorder has manifested itself on.
and it's
But
rewarded on.
But just in this country.
And that behavior is rewarded on
Yes.
TikTok, so people develop that personality.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look, anybody knows me. I'm the president of the Drake fan club. I'm a Drake stan.
Oh, did you hear Drake going off on Joe Budden?
And Drake went crazy on Joe Budden.
Drake sounded a little sensitive. He sounded a little
But
hurt.
I didn't like that. I didn't like he went too crazy on him, bro. Because Joe Budden's a fan of Drake, bro. If you listen to Joe Budden podcast, he be on Drake dick low key sometimes. Like he's always breaking down songs, talking about he's the golden child, he's him, he's the greatest.
That's probably why he was so mad though, bro. You just heard.
Drake went
But Joe Budden didn't like call him out his name or nothing, and he actually like was like propping him up in other ways. He just gave him an honest take on
Yeah, his
something,
honest take,
and that's literally what his job is and what his market comes to him for.
Yeah, I didn't like
is to
that.
hear what his opinion is on something. And so the fact that Drake kind of is getting more press about going after Joe Budden and Charlamagne the God than he is on his album kind of lets you know what the feeling of the album is then.
Now, do you think there's any chance this is fucking like? I look at this, everything kind of like WWE. Do you think there's any
absolutely.
chance this could be scripted because Joe Budden is he's like the biggest podcast?
I mean, I think like the universe scripts it, but I don't think they're scripting it. But it is,
Maybe there's something to that.
but it is
Maybe
it
there's
is a
something to the
thing.
universe. Maybe there's something to that.
He
I,
just
I
fucked
know
your
you
shit
love
up.
the album.
You like the album?
I like the album, but I know you love it. I know you've been posting.
I
about
changed my mind.
It. Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
he
hear
did
that.
change his
It's
mind.
kind of mid.
I didn't
It's
hear the
kinda
update. Oh
mid.
my god!
But
Yeah,
this is not
okay.
just Drake though. Like every album, I think
I think I'm
that's come
over
out
it.
this
kinda-
year felt mid to me.
I can agree with that.
I think it's a
There's always
frequency. I think
highlights.
it's a
That's why it's so
frequency
bad.
that we're
Yeah.
not matching with anymore. Us as humans aren't
Exactly.
matching with a certain frequency anymore. A shift happened, and we haven't noticed it. And somebody needs to come with the new frequency.
What's
there.
crazy is like on like neo soul and like underground R&B, there's some like really crazy music coming out right now. And there's these artists with like a couple thousand followers that are just fucking sound like nothing else that ever existed
Exactly
before.
different frequencies,
And they're
Damn, I think
coming,
it's
like
cracked
they're
it.
coming out.
Because if you think about it, bro, like that's why
see that.
UK drill is so popping because they use a lot of like the melodies the singers sound like it's some house shit, or it sound like it's some soft R&B shit, or so it's different frequencies, and that's what people are aligning with more nowadays, or that's at least what we want.
Well, your generation, how many artists have you guys seen die before they were able to put out 2 records?
Not enough. I'm kidding. Too many.
I mean,
Too many.
I mean,
too many.
yeah.
Too
I
many.
mean,
Too many.
lot.
One too many.
can you imagine
lot.
in any other genre of
Hey,
music?
Hey. What? X,
You counted.
Juice, Mac.
I would say Pete, definitely Mac.
Pete.
Yeah.
Okay, Pete.
Young Dolph.
What about
Young
Smoke?
Dolph.
Smoke
Dolph was
Perp.
up there.
Smoke Perp.
He died?
No.
God damn. He's burning people.
Performing for his 5 people, bro. No, he didn't die yet.
What's his name? God damn it. The dude.
Oh yeah, Pop Smoke was about to.
Yeah. And the guy from
King Von.
from Migos.
Vaughn, yeah, take
Dude,
off.
I can't.
Take
believe-
off.
I said the guy from Migos. I'm so sorry. Take off, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's a lot. Too many.
I mean,
yeah. Too many.
So the
Also though, like with what we're talking about, kind of like with the every album kind of feeling mid, I feel like it's also like I feel like it ties in with the attention span. Like nobody's giving it enough time to actually just digest and listen before there's automatically 10 opinions on
I
it.
think the attention span thing, like, I almost think that's an internet myth though too, and this is a capitalistic point of view.
Yeah. Okay. Hit me
Because
with-
if you look at the biggest podcast in the world would be Joe Rogan.
and his is 2
And it's
hours,
long
3
form.
hours every
And
time.
we've got long form pieces that are doing
True.
really well. Social media companies want you to think that attention span is limited, and they want everything consolidated into small clips because you can't monetize on a 10-second clip or a
Yeah.
15-second clip. They don't have to pay you out for that kind of stuff. You can't advertise for that kind of stuff. They don't want long form stuff because long form stuff is more it takes more bandwidth and you can monetize on it.
But-
They're trying to push a short attention span on people.
But Joe Rogan's podcast, you say is the biggest podcast.
is the
yeah,
longest
I
one.
Those
think
are
he's
long.
the big. Yeah.
But I don't think that represents. I'll push it like
I
Joe Rogan
guess-
podcast. Like people listen to it a lot because it's interesting, but they're not paying attention the whole time. They put on
For
while they're
the-
driving, while they're working. So they're.
I don't know because they got some topics on there that I feel like you just can't sum up in like a.
And a
in like a
2-minute.
clip.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But even
with that.
subconsciously, bro, podcasts because of the format, people put it on when they're doing shit. So like they're all,
I can see
even
that.
subconsciously, you think you're listening, but you're also handling other shit. So your attention, without you even recognizing, you're driving.
I
You're-
listen to more
you're-
podcasts than music. Probably.
Exactly.
Oh my
Me too,
god!
me too,
I
me too,
just
me
made a
too.
realization that I do that.
Because you work on music all day.
Oh, it's
True.
very
Yeah.
true, but it's
Me
like you
too.
would think that, right?
Right.
Can we,
You
can
know?
we, come here. Can we hold hands real quick? Come on. Oh, okay. A podcast on 3. 1, 2, 3. Podcast. All right.
I just felt like unison.
Praise God, baby.
Everything was one.
Oh, man. Also, real quick, bouncing back off of that though. Not okay. I agree with you. I get what you're saying on the attention span being a possible myth, but I guess what I mean is like the reaction time is like a millisecond. Yeah,
It's
like
too
the
fast,
album
it's
hasn't
too
even been
fast.
out for an hour. It's over an hour long, and yet we already have all these reviews.
Yeah,
It's like trying to
conclusion.
just
Yes.
beat everybody
What-
to the review.
Just like
not
you
even
just took a
listening
minute.
to it.
You just said it was good at first, and you took a minute. Now you changed your
Well,
mind.
yeah, it's
Is
like,
that
come
is
on.
that short attention span or is that people wanting attention?
Attention.
It's-
They
yeah,
want to
you're
make
right.
content.
You're-
They
that's
want
what
to
I
make
mean.
content. They
You're
want to make
spot on
content.
with
They want to
it,
make
yeah.
content. They want to make content.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They want attention. It's not. Is it attention span or they want attention with hard?
That was fucking
It's a fucking
fire.
bar. Can we drop a fucking like,
Yeah.
a baby from the roof or something?
Jason, we need you on the next track, bro.
Yeah, easy. You've already spit 4 bars today.
Yeah,
That's unreal.
pull up with a
You
Pimp
are
C type of
unreal.
verse.
4 bars today. Is that real animal? Is that real? What animal would that be?
It's real polyester. The polyester is like this small
Fox.
fox. Yeah,
Oh, I can see it. The fox. I can see
probably
the
from
fox.
like the UK or something.
Foxes like they make that weird laugh.
What do they say?
No, yeah. That.
What do the
Why do they
fox
do
say?
that?
I don't know. We have coyotes. I've never heard of fox before.
We have
Mm.
coyotes
Well,
too.
we have
Yeah, we have
coyotes.
cougars. I seen a cougar, like literally, like a cougar, like walking in the forest. I live
shit.
next off the Brazos River, and I guess it traveled from some because like the elementary school I went to around there, the mascot's the cougars. That's for a reason. It has to be.
Oh shit!
It has to be.
Our high school has the cougars too.
So that means there's
Yeah.
cougars around.
There's a lot of old ladies.
There's
A lot of rich old ladies. that have single
The
rich
cougar-
ladies.
it's the cougar town.
Drew. I almost called you Aaron. We'll beat that out. Juice. Can you ask him one of the questions that you had?
Oh, yeah.
That you told me you can ask him before we wrap this up, and I make my final statement.
For sure.
Because my final statement, Oh, my final
It's
statement.
gonna be.
It's
Brother,
epic.
final.
It's a
Brother,
finale.
It's final.
Brother,
mean-
brother, I'm bringing out the Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's not his name.
just
is it?
because.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, do you prefer the beard with the mixes, or you know what I mean, and no beard? Do you feel like there's a difference of mixing
He's trying
there?
to grow his beard out.
No, man, it's definitely the beard helps. Like I think the beard
Makes you
It's a signature.
dreads, like it's antennas that like come out of your pores and come out there.
right, and
Right.
just dabble in the music.
Yeah, and there's like the
Receptors.
Mm-hmm.
like in the Star Wars universe, like the Jedi powers is like this like bacteria actually, like it's an organism
It
that
is.
they get, and I think like the dreads and the beard like keep it going.
No, it makes sense. Like
Vibes.
Avatar, the movie's Avatar, like they would grab shit or even like have sex with the tail, like the feathers on the tails. So you grow shit out and you have superpowers.
Like I cut my beard, and like my family made me feel like I was a fucking retard for doing that. So,
Oh,
Hey.
yeah, my son.
Oh
my son
my
could call
God.
me dad.
no, Dad. Just Jason in the household.
Hey, that's crazy.
Tenny, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
man.
no, for
Like,
sure,
it's
man.
like-
Mine's all clean right now.
Well,
But
have
I
you
get it.
noticed a difference in the way people behave around you, towards you?
Well, I just cut my hair again. This is the shortest it's
Talk
been.
the beard.
But I know, but this is the whole package. I've just been trying to clean it up a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people, it's funny. I cut my hair the other day, and I know it's the hair and not the beard, but girl was literally like looking at me in class, and she's like, you look like a different person.
Yeah.
You're just a
Yeah,
different
I
person.
definitely don't look
So,
like anyone else at the PTA meetings and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
right. What do
You're
they
the
look
cool
like?
dad. You're the cool dad.
What do
that
they
pulls
look
up.
like?
No, they will like I can tell that all are gonna ask me like, hey, you got any weed? Like I know like they're all like waiting.
I'm be like, yeah.
And then I tell them I
I'll be
don't
like, hell
offend it.
no.
I'm like, nah, what the
I-
fuck? Why would you say that?
Same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit. What the fuck?
Could
Let's try that. I'm gonna be a parent at a PTA meeting, and you react to me. How
Oh,
you
here we
react.
go. Here's the scene.
Hey, somebody say action.
Action.
And action.
Jason. Hey, buddy. How you
Hey,
doing?
hey, how you doing?
Come here real quick. Let me talk to you. Yeah, baby. We'll be back. All right. You know where to get some weed? Get some weed. I can get.
I've got some heroin.
If hero.
I got some heroin. You want some heroin?
Yeah.
Just mainline, man.
Mainline.
Chase the dragon.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one's free.
Yeah. Where do we meet?
Oh, here you go. Bend over.
And cut.
Scene.
Hey, yo. we
True,
produce
true,
we produce we produce melatonin in our
brains.
we produce melatonin in our brains.
Yeah.
Easy.
Why can't you just give your baby like 8 melatonin?
What if she was giving babies melanin?
Yeah. Then how you can take melanin? And then we're all one race, and we become and that's when we become aliens, and that's when everybody loses hair,
True.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we all just like
Goes downhill.
We're all just everybody's just big head, skinny body, and then we're floating, and now we're the future.
Could I ask him a question?
Absolutely.
So no, I'm just kidding. Just ask the question.
Ask him.
I know. Well, real quick. So, Juice, told
That'd
me
be a
I could
good
pull up
question.
real quick, and I did want to ask you. I know you've worked with like a ton of really talented artists and of all kind of genres and
Talk
everything.
that shit. Should we talk that shit? I can name a few.
Let's talk that shit
name
real
a few.
quick.
Just name
shit.
four. Just name 4 out of the many.
Everybody in this building. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Yeah, everybody
no, but
here.
literally, like I know you've worked with a ton of people, and over the years, we all look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
as he was
yeah,
saying
too.
earlier, like definitely like it's been cool just to like know you over the years and stuff. And out of all the people that you've worked with, has there been like a really just I know all of them in their own ways, but has there been like a specific time or a different a certain session that just clicked like a certain way that you felt like I know it, and I know it's every time. I know it's kind of a generic
It's
question
always
in a way.
it's always different. I always
Mhm.
think about different people in different times.
Okay.
Right now, when you ask that, what would be in my head right now would
Mm.
be like watching Tisa and like Ken the Man. And,
Okay.
And because both of those artists, like I think I was like their first engineer
Yeah,
ever in
yeah.
the
Oh,
studio,
that's
and we had
I
like our
remember all the
first
videos,
sessions
too.
together.
Oh, yeah.
that's hard. That's hard.
And so to see, especially as someone like Tisa who's so left field and does
Mhm.
his own thing.
Yep.
When we first met, he was like, I don't want no compression on my vocals. I don't want no reverb on my vocals, and I don't want no echoes on my vocals. And I was like, why are we like, what
Like,
what are you here
okay.
for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was using like stock FL sounds, and there was nothing about his presentation that should have been what it was.
Mm.
Because if anyone else comes in with just stock FL beat sound, VSTs and stuff like that, or
You're
just,
kind of like, man,
but
not as to the
there's-
level.
he was so creative and just so different than anything else that came around.
Stuck
And to
out.
see someone like him come from, again, you guys all know in Houston and in Texas, like we don't have Atlanta and LA's infrastructure.
No, we don't know.
And so to watch him and his family and his friends like dance outside of the Valero
Yeah.
Yeah, he going crazy
and
with
blow
it,
up on that, and he's in the UK right now with Dawn, and knowing that they were friends back then, doing shows back then before anybody knew who they were.
With the Houston.
And they were everybody was sitting around drinking after shows, talking about like how they're gonna blow up and what they're gonna do, and to see all that stuff manifest after a long time for everybody is super lit.
Hell yeah.
Because it's every artist got their own journey, and it's a long journey, but it is possible. Like it's possible for everybody to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Love that.
So the Tisa session.
Tisa would be, yeah.
Tisa and Ken right now too, because Ken's just like she's on her first like solo tour. She's selling out every
Yeah, she's going
city.
crazy too.
A song she
Yeah.
did over a year ago just hit Billboard, and we knew it. Everybody knew it was
Which one?
great. The Not My Track.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Well, I got to work on it on the tail end. Big Cuz, Avo, and Will did the production, and Big Cuz did all the recording, and then I did the mastering, and I recorded her verse on the extended one.
Oh, fire!
That's dope.
But to be able to jump on something like that and then see
Yeah, that's
it,
big shit.
for a
it's
year we have
yeah.
all said this is a hit, and
It's just proven.
have a
Yeah,
hit.
I mean, it's just proven. Damn, you an A&R, damn near. I say, it's just proven. Come work with Jason, you're gonna get right.
No, I mean, on the
For sure,
A&R stuff
right.
though, like every artist that does music and stuff should know every A&R in the city. They should know what labels are out in the city, because there's a lot of and we really need to start labels from our city. Like that's really what we need out here. We need
Facts.
some really strong,
Like a
Yeah,
dope
like,
house,
like,
rap a
like-
lot, but this era
Damn,
without all the
like,
bullshit.
a studio,
God, that'd help
like-
so much, bro.
Yeah, we really need that.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause
where
we've
the
got the
where the studios,
Artistic talent, production talent, engineering talent.
Yeah,
It's all here, and it's way cheaper to live here, exist here, and make music here
facts.
than it is in California.
Damn, you're right.
So like
So we can have buildings.
Drop that
bigger,
knowledge,
bigger
bro.
buildings too. Bigger and nicer buildings
Sure.
with 4-wheelers outside.
I mean, how many talent? How many?
Type shit.
Every episode you've had an amazingly talented person that's deserving
To be signed to something.
to be
yeah.
signed. Yeah, like that puts out music on a level independently as any of our any mainstream artists that we
100%,
listen to.
100%. That'd be. I've always thought like that too, Loki. Like imagine having a farm with a big barn.
Yeah.
A big studio and a big.
That'd be
like,
fire.
So at some point, if the
Like a
industry is not
farmhouse.
going to just come in, and they are snatching people up, but at some point, like we should just make the industry here.
That's how. No, I'm not gonna say I've always thought, but like lately I've been thinking like that. I'm just like I just want to make my shit, get really good at it, and build something. Just build a community from doing my shit, and just build a community. Like I don't necessarily like fishing, throwing bait for no like label or like a nothing. Like
For a city this size, to see how tight the music community is here with each other, and how like everybody kind of knows everybody, and everybody's worked with everybody,
True.
Love that.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah.
Because I don't think it's a form of competitive. You know what I mean?
Nah,
We're all
Yeah.
just trying
A
to
lot
help
of
each
it-
other, bro.
A lot of support.
and that's y'all's
and-
generation. The generation above y'all,
Not like that.
the Lil Flip and Slim Thug era and stuff like that of artists. Paul Wall probably be an exception to this. What I'm fixing to say, but they'd
Paul
start labels
Wall.
and stuff, but they weren't like putting out artists or putting on Houston talent, or they weren't concerned with like touring the world and like doing Coachella and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Keeping it just
It's
Houston.
y'all's
They
based.
were, like,
generation,
small-minded,
yeah.
almost.
Y'all's generation is the first ones that are like, nah, like the world,
We seen
I'm
that
trying
shit.
to,
We
yeah, I'm
seen that
trying to
shit
get
in-
everybody.
We
at
seen
the
that shit
show.
on the internet.
and that just
Yeah.
helps everybody
Everybody
else in
trying to
your
get some
city
pussy.
underneath you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody trying to get laid.
yeah.
You gotta go out of town.
International.
You gotta go out of town. Pound town. Pound town.
Poundage.
I just called to say I love you.
Oh wow.
Do-do-do.
I just called to say how much I care.
Ugh.
Just called to say
Yeah.
I love you.
Yes.
Gotta give it up for the solo.
That's true. How you feel about that?
Classic.
How you feel about that?
Classic.
I love that. Give it up for classic. That was how do you feel about that? That was a quick segment we do. I did it backwards. I'm introducing it now after we do the segment. But this is the
I think
second
it's
part of
better
the
this way.
segment.
Though. Like,
Yeah,
this
you
way is way
just-
more unassuming.
Yeah.
Like, that
Can
was
you
good.
pass me that or Ernie, please, Tenny? Yeah, that one with the duck. No, with the duck. Yeah,
With the
Ernie.
duck.
Yeah. Thank you so
Homie,
much.
I didn't even see his duck.
This is I'm introducing a new member of the cast right now. Ernie got duck, matches the duck vibe.
Mhm.
Oh, perfect.
Ellington.
You remember Sesame Street, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He got duck. He got pajamas on. How do you feel about this?
I feel incapacitated.
Why?
Why not?
How do you feel about the duck?
I mean, it's pretty good.
This is cool.
Hey, good fucking sound. The duck? Do it again.
Yeah. On key.
Do you know what ducking is in music?
Ducking?
Yeah, ducking.
What is that?
Juice, you know what ducking is?
New term for me.
So like in
Why you say it like that?
like in ducking in music, like most notably like in Benny Benassi like house music, you'll hear ducking as a production effect where the bass drum comes in and it'll be sidechain over the bass line. And so like when the bass drum hits, the bass line turns all the way down and then it releases rhythmically back. So it's that womp, womp, womp.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
ducking like in mixing is like we'll move
You
like
like
the
that
bass
shit.
drum out of the way.
Yeah,
Or we'll
I
move the
can hear
bass
what
out of the
you're
way
saying.
for the bass drum. Like we'll sidechain it in there. So when like a kick and an 808 hit at the same time,
Oh,
we don't lose the punch of the kick.
right.
Yeah.
Side chaining.
With the
That's how you feel about this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Ducking. I love it. Yeah.
That's great. Well, that's it for how you feel about that.
that felt good.
Jason, hey, yeah, man, this was fun, bro. I
Man,
love you,
thank
bro.
Thank you guys for having me. I
No, thank you for
appreciate
coming. I told everybody when I hit you up to come. Pause. Hey, yo.
Unpause.
Pause. What? When I hit you up to come, I forgot whether I don't know if you responded or you didn't see it, but when we had the session at the end, when we went to the front, it was like a movie scene, bro. I swear to God. He was like, "Hey," I was like, "You're like." By the way, I was like, "What?" I'd love to come on the show, and then my head was like, "Ding, ding."
light bulbs.
Yeah, it was in my head. It was like I felt like I don't know. I like saw fireworks. Like ding. It was fire. It was fire. That was funny. I thought it was a funny
Well,
story.
Cringe had hit me up to do a podcast thing that he wanted to shoot, and he was using your camera,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, but he was asking
interesting.
first, yeah. That's why I knew about the 25 minutes of shoot time. Then we had to
Oh,
take
you
it
knew
off.
already. Some bullshit. Some bullshit. It's
I
some
mean,
bullshit.
It's a camera for photography.
Who makes that? We need Germans to make cameras, man. Why can't they do both?
I mean, it is.
Come on, we need Germans to make cameras. Is German Nikon's Nikon? No, Nikon's
No,
Japanese.
that's got to be Japanese, bro. And you
yeah.
know they're efficient.
How do they say it? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. 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 How many minutes we got left on the camera? 17. Okay. Wait. I want one last thing. Well, you had another question.
Well, actually, we
But-
kind of talked about it earlier. I'm not gonna lie. In between that little break,
Why you say it like that?
little
break. You have a nice voice. Don't you have a nice voice?
He
You
has
can be
a
like a
great
radio
voice.
show host.
Hey, he used
I
to
think-
rap, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was all types.
You
of
used to
be on
rap
the track.
too?
Juice, what
Yeah,
was your
bro,
rap
there's
name?
tracks. Oh, dude, Jason, that was the best question I think you've ever. That was so good. Answer.
There's so many.
But,
Let's start with the beginning. bro.
No.
but what was the one?
Oh man, probably like villain.
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 Yeah.
It was villain. Bro.
Villain.
Yeah.
Like some edgy font.
You about to go-
Villain.
you about to go- Yeah, I'm not ready for this, but
I was Wizzle and he was villain, man.
Yeah.
He's about to go
Bro,
off.
Yeah.
What?
Enough.
Why was it villain?
I don't know. I just because
You're
my
bad.
last name
You're
was
bad.
Villano.
You're bad.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
it was like-
that boy was villain, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think that was one of
So
the
did
best.
you like used to walk around mad and shit, like doing bad shit?
I honestly just was myself.
No, Villain was a good kid, but he could rap hard. Like that was his
Yeah.
whole
Hey,
thing.
we were part of the Cabbage Boys.
Everybody,
Yeah.
you were
It was like a
you were the
two-person
villain,
group.
right?
Cabbage
Drew.
Boys is hard.
Everybody
Yeah,
treat
we had,
everybody
like,
treat
a
you like the villain,
handshake.
right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
It was all you?
Subconsciously, I guess.
You were
yeah.
all
I was
alone.
the bad guy.
You were the bad guy.
He was the
Oh,
bad
yeah.
guy. Hey, the
No.
music is still on
You ever
YouTube.
thought maybe you're not a villain? You're just a shitty person.
Oh, God.
I guess when I was
Villain.
12.
You're 12.
I was
Villain was a
12
Villain
year
was a
old
lyrical assassin.
Mhm.
That's his name.
No, I just
Oh,
think if you
Villain
call
was a-
yourself villain, like you're pretty lyrical.
Hey,
for
give us a
some
bar.
reason.
Give us a bar villain used to give.
Oh,
Come on.
Hey,
man,
put
not
on
the top.
bounce it to the disc.
Bounce it to the
Bounce it to a disc.
Well, he's gonna
give me
say a
the-
bar that's gonna sound like something off
It's
this new
like
Drake
Cabbage
album
Boys
right
7.
now. That's what that
CABB.
album's at.
It's gonna be exact song. Just give me a bar. I want to hear that shit. I don't hear
He
that.
said, "Don't. I don't want to hear that shit."
Honestly, I can't remember any of them.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah.
I wasn't the best
Nah,
rapper,
alright,
and that's why I
that's cool.
chose this one.
I. But you help me out with songs. You be helping.
True.
Yeah.
I had a little something, you know.
Yeah.
I shot the juice, man.
You know,
Appreciate it.
like helping an
Mhm.
artist do their music. You know, you know how you can give the best relationship advice to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can come at you with some fucked up scenario between them and their significant other, and you're like,
Yeah.
you say the most profound fucking thing that makes sense,
Unbiased,
but
logical.
you can't
thing.
apply that shit to yourself.
To yourself.
Like that's
Yeah.
Make
that's
it
why working with
helplessly
musicians
strong.
is that thing for us.
Hold on. Hold on. That's a hard way of putting it.
Yeah.
That's hard.
But I think that's true.
no,
Like,
it's facts
True.
because I've helped like people work on songs. I've helped people
yeah,
write songs.
yeah,
and
yeah.
it
You know
It
this.
feels good. It feels
Giving
good.
me
And you
advice,
feel-
everything.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like my best work has been when I'm helping somebody make a song. I really
Absolutely.
do. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
It feels really good. That
Yeah.
it just feels like the collaboration just feels right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my
True.
head,
hmm
I
A
just want to
vehicle.
help.
The energy had to.
But with your own thing, like you have to second guess every fucking thing that you do.
Yeah.
It was
Mhm.
terrible.
And
I
as
was
an
af-
artist, like you don't get anywhere doing that. And
I was
after a while,
afraid of
you
that.
just get tired of it.
Yeah. It's tiring.
Mhm.
to
We can still
second-guess
come
shit.
back, bro.
It was.
Where the weed at 2.0?
I was a little afraid just
Yeah.
to jump into it. Like I feel like I wasn't right for it. So that's why I did a lot of different things with music, breakdancing, producing, just trying to find the right thing that felt right to me.
Mhm.
And then boom, once I
I
found it, it was like
I
I'm
just
going for it.
I just got caught up in making music. That shit fun.
True.
I like
Yeah.
doing that shit, bro. We're making music is just fucking fun, bro. Like just creating, not even making
Yeah.
music. I just like creating. It's fun to make shit like you said out of nothing.
Yeah.
Just pull shit out your ass. It's
This
fun.
is like a lead-in question I had earlier. Is like when when's the first time you ever realized like, yeah, I'm doing this music thing, like I'm gonna make it like, you know, something out of my life, and it's here. You know, you did it.
Man, I have like I think every creative person I know has like terrible imposter syndrome. So yeah, I never have that feeling
Even
ever,
Really?
like ever.
really.
But really, like it was really like my wife told me to quit this job that I was at for like 7 years, and she was like, "This is the shit you do like on the weekends for free. Like, just go do it and try to make a career out of it."
Hey, shout out,
Hmm.
shout out,
Shout out to wife.
So I went
Come
got
on.
an
And
internship.
yeah, salute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an internship
Wow.
somewhere, and like she worked her ass off for like a year so I could like
Dog,
be a
what?
fucking deadbeat bum and like
Okay.
try to make something happen. And fortunately, like it clicked.
No, that's beautiful, bro. That's
Unfortunately.
beautiful.
She believed in you.
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah.
She believed in you.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but I was already like in my 30s. You know what I mean? Like I
then-
was already like,
But the imposter
But you didn't
syndrome-
care about that, dog.
Yeah,
you just did it
the
still.
imposter syndrome
you
is
could be
like
70 still
I-
making hits.
I don't
know
really,
you will be.
I don't really get that either. Like, cause I've never understood the imposter syndrome. Like, how can I be like I'm literally doing it? Like, you know, like, well, I mean, you're pretending to do this. You're pretending to be this. I'm literally doing it right now. Like,
it's just,
you
man,
may not like it, but
it's
I'm
like if
doing
you,
it.
I get that. I get
know what
you.
I'm saying?
it's like if you get a phone call and you're like, hey, we got to do this song and it's gonna have, and Pharrell did it. It's a Pharrell song. Pharrell's on this song,
What's he wearing?
and you've got 15 minutes.
What's he wearing?
Basically, we got to send them a file in 15 minutes if you want to do it, and then your only option right then is like, well, shit, I got these Sony headphones right here, and I'm at my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
there's like it still works like that. That never changes. And in my mind, I always thought that you hit this spot where everything's organized and everybody's like
Bro, you just love doing
consolidating
this
into shit, but it's never like that. It's always just chaos. Like it's always freaking one.
It's beautiful.
You either feel like you're fixing to fall apart, or you feel like you're overwhelmed. Like
Yeah,
it never
yeah,
changes.
yeah.
Mm.
That's beautiful. No, it really.
Yeah, I mean, it really
there's
is
no
how,
in
like,
between.
yeah.
Constantly
There's no in
new
between.
problems, new solutions.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. It
I-
keeps you healthy though.
I wonder if like the chase for that stability, that in between, is what is like a motivation
And I think that's where the good art comes from. Like I
from
think it is.
stability, from. Yeah, I agree.
Figuring
agree.
it out.
The most important question of possibly the year, and you're here to answer it here on the Control Room Podcast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay. What's up with the black tees? All black tees.
I've never heard of that. I've heard of the white tees.
No, what's up with the all black tees? I relate.
Oh,
I want to know if my reasoning for it is your reasoning for it.
I wanted to have one load of laundry.
I swear to God.
Shout out to the one load
I
of
swear to God,
laundry.
this is on Samson. This
On
is on
Sam's,
my
on the
grandma.
dog.
That's my fucking reasoning. I don't want to fucking do a bunch of laundry and have to
Yeah.
full different clothes and separate them where I'm putting them and like decide what the fuck I'm wearing every morning when I wake up. Like fuck that. I don't want that stress. Give me a fucking black tee. Steve Jobs style just out here, blue jeans and a black tee.
Yeah.
And from a
Fucking people
clothing
over.
aesthetic though too, like in the studio, I want to be as like consistent as possible.
Yes.
So I need to look as consistent as possible.
Yes.
And it's still like you're still like background and part of the studio, but you know what I mean. Like it's not like I'm not trying to like. I
It's
work
still
with fashion
fly.
whores and shit all the
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
You know
You're
what I
not
mean?
trying
So
to be
like,
too loud.
Exactly. But you're loud without being
Okay.
loud because
Yeah.
you're dripped out.
Yeah.
But
You really
you're
drip-
blend
I know,
out.
you really are dripped.
You're flexing. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're gonna run
The
this shit back.
Fox looking
I have to go
nice.
shopping and run this shit back. I have to go shopping.
The, poly,
He
the
said I have to go
polyester
shopping.
fox.
Next time we have a session, I'm gonna
Polyester
come in just
fox.
crazy. I'm gonna have a puppy.
Polly
I'm
Fox.
gonna have a puppy and like a fucking like see-through tank top.
Polyfox sounds like some gender
In
thing
like
that'll
the
be like in
pocket.
the next like 20 years. Somebody's like,
Polly.
I'm Polyfox.
I'm
Yeah.
Polyfox.
Yeah.
Oh, there's furries already.
Yeah. See, that's
True.
what's going.
I want to meet a furry in real life. So if you're a furry out there,
Any furries?
Yeah,
come
where
on the
you at?
podcast. I want to talk to you. We have snacks, bowls.
Drew, for
The
some
furries?
reason, I feel like you would know someone.
You going-
who's
you going to
furry.
Polyfox?
We got dog food.
Dude, you see the lineup for Polyfox?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Polyfox sounds like a great festival.
Polyfox.
I would
is
go
like,
to Polyfox.
Polyfox is like multiple foxes.
It's like
that fuck each other.
$500 for like a geodis tent or something.
Four- It's 3 foxes that
Ultimate
fuck each
GA.
other. It's a poly.
Polyfox.
It's a
Each stage name.
what's
is,
that?
like,
What's that?
different.
With, yeah.
Poly 1, Poly 2.
Hey, can you look at the camera? Which was it? And say, this is I'm Jason, and this is the control. This one? Oh, that one. I'm Jason. This is the Control Room podcast. Wait, on three. On my action. So get me to Drew, like it's the newscast. You get me, and then you swing to him. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Thank you for joining us. Now off to Jason.
I'm Jason, and this is the Control Room podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. That was great.
Peace.
That was funny.
So
That was great.